So how do you get a narcissist to do what you want? That's the question we're going to be answering today, y'all. Lee Hammock with you today. Welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. We're going to hop right into today's episode, y'all. Like, seriously, how to get a narcissist to do whatever you want them to do. It's kind of like, learning how to manipulate a narcissist. Like playing the game pretty much that narcissists themselves play. And we all know that narcissists typically play the game of manipulation. They play the game of how to manipulate you, how to trick you, how to get you to, how to get you to do like they play the game to get you to do what they want. So you gotta sometimes play the games to get them to do what you want. And no, this is not a dark tactic. It doesn't make you a bad person to get them to do what you want, because it really is just learning to communicate with a narcissist in their language. Like if you speak English, it's like narcissists speak Latin. It's just like they speak in hieroglyphics. You have to have an interpreter and whatnot. And that's my role. I'm like the narcissistic interpreter right here, right? I'm interpreting for you to learn how to communicate with that narcissistic partner in your life or narcissistic parent in your life and whatnot. And I know it's a struggle to get them on the same track as you, right? To get them to do exactly the things that you want them to do. It's a huge struggle. It can be a huge struggle, right? That's what a lot of people are just like, man, how the hell do I get them to do what I want? Like they are countering me at every point. I want them to do this. They say no and want to do that. I want them to go to Catholic school. They say no, we're going to cheat. They're going to be Muslims. They're not even like, you want them, that's probably a bad example, but that's the mindset. They counter you. They counter you at every point because they want to. Let's be real. They counter you at every single point because they want to. They want to counter you. They want to make your life harder just because they feel like you might have broken up with them, or they feel like you might escape them and don't allow them access to you anymore. They can't have any kind of control over you. So they just want to make your life harder because their life is boring. They live these boring existences where they don't have any type of happiness within themselves. So they try to take it out on you. They try to make their anger onto you. They try to do this angry stuff and hurt your feelings and treat you a certain type of way because they're mad as hell, because they're angry as hell. That's the mindset of a narcissist. That's the mindset of a toxic person. That's literally how it goes. We have this internal turmoil going on within ourselves. Like we don't have any internal peace. It's like it really is internal conflict that we're at all the time. And it's being realistic. It sucks to have this type of mindset. It sucks to live like this, honestly. But it's my cross to bear as a diagnosed narcissist. It really is it's how I have to live my life because the personality disorder doesn't go away. So the way I've been living my life, I encounter narcissists all the time. This is not just me teaching you how to communicate with me. This is me teaching you how to communicate with the person in your life, right? How to get them to move the way you want them to move, right? Because I have to deal with narcissists in my life. I've dealt with a few narcissists in my life. One of my ex-best friends, super narcissistic person. We were business partners for a long time, but he's trying to stab me in the back for a girl. It's crazy. But one way to get them to move, one way to get them to do what you want is to make them seem like it's their idea. You have to make them feel like whatever you are suggesting to them benefits them way more than it benefits you. Like narcissists, think about it like this right here. Narcissists a lot of times have simple black and white thinking. Like seriously, simple black and white thinking. We think in terms of wins and losses. They have to feel like it's a win for them. And them doing anything that you want them to do feels like a loss. And I don't want to lose, right? So if I don't want to lose, how do I get to the point where I feel like I want to win? So you have to get to that. You have to get into that mindset of how do I get to the point where I feel like I'm winning? Like this is a victory for them. Like you have to make them feel like they are winning. And I know that sucks. And I know this does work for everybody. No, this doesn't work for everybody else. But this is something you can try. You have to figure out a way to make them feel like this is a victory for them. Because even if you have a court order, a lot of narcissists don't follow court orders, right? A lot of narcissists go against the court order because it benefits you a lot of times. A lot of stuff in the court order might benefit you. You might have created the court order with co-parenting and things like that. You might have created something with the business or whatever it is. So they want to make it. They want to make it so they get some type of benefit. So they feel empowered in this space right here. So in order to feel empowered, they try to make your life harder. That's all the control that they have. You have to make them feel like they're in some type of control, like they have some type of control or voice in this opinion right here, right? This is the mindset of a lot of narcissistic people. You have to make them feel like it is a direct benefit to them, like to have you to be doing this right here. Whatever you want them to do, you have to make them feel like it's a direct benefit to them in some way, shape, or form. You have to. And I know people are going to say, well, Lee, this doesn't sound right. And Yeah, I understand that. Believe me when I say I get it. Trust me when I say I get it. I know it feels like a loss to you. And you can you can be, you can go ahead and be combative with this narcissistic part if you want to. Like, they love it when you're combative with them. They love it when you fight with them. They love it when you react. They love it when you argue. But if you somehow make them feel like they're winning, you can get them, you can move them. You can get them to do what you want by making them feel like it's their idea or you're taking a loss. Well, Lee, can you give us an example? Like, if you're co-parenting with a narcissist, right? And you know them better than I do, right? Because you know them better than I do. So if it's something that you really want them to do, like there's a school that would be way more beneficial for your child to go to, right? You have to make them feel like that school is also beneficial to them as well. You know what I mean? They have better teachers, so your kid will get more attention, which will reflect better on you as a parent. You're winning. That might not work. You know your partner better than I do. You know your ex better than I do. Because some of y'all might still be married and still be living in a household with them. So you have to make it feel like it's a benefit to them. You want to go to a certain restaurant and they hate this type of restaurant. Make them feel like there's a reward for going to that restaurant. Make it feel like this is their idea. Make them feel like this is how you're taking a loss. I really don't want to do this. You have to sometimes you have to pretend like you don't want to do something. And because they like doing opposite, they'll want to do it. Oh my goodness. I really don't want to go to this I really don't want to go to LeBlanc Steakhouse. I really hate LeBlanc. I'd rather go to McDonald's. Guess what? We're going tonight, babe. We're going to LeBlanc. And you're like, no, I won't go to LeBlanc. That seems super simplistic. It can be more technical than that, y'all. It can be way more technical than that. You know your partner or ex or parent better than I do, right? You might not think you know them, but you do. You spent time with them. You've shared life with them or whatever. You might have been raised by them. So you know them better than I do. So understand like what works for them. Understand what makes them tick. Understand like what moves them and motivates them, because that's how you win in this situation. That's how you get a benefit in this situation, by making them feel like it's a victory for them to do this. Everybody will like if you did this right here, everybody will love you. My parents will respect you. My parents will like you again. My friends and family members will welcome you with open arms if you did this right here. Like, goodness gracious. You know, there'd be nothing stopping them from liking you again. There'd be nothing stopping from patching this up. I'm not telling you to dangle yourself out here, y'all. This is not just straight up lying to them and just saying, hey, if you do this, we'll get back together. Don't do that. Don't go out here and tell them bold-faced lies that you can't deliver on. If you can't deliver on it, you might win this one time, but it won't work again because they'll never trust you again. They'll never believe you again. You see, this has to be a foolproof plan where they feel like they're winning, and you can repeat this. This can be enforceable and repeatable. Whatever you decide to do, whatever you decide to use to make them feel like they're winning, it has to be both enforceable and repeatable. It has to. So you have to make sure you can repeat the process over again. You can deliver on whatever you say you would deliver on, because as soon as you don't get back with them like you promised, it won't work again. You can't use the same thing again. So however you're trying to make them feel like they're winning, if you're trying to make it feel like it's their idea, it has to be enforceable on your end. You have to be able to follow through on your end. So think it through. You know, it would really be great for the kids really miss you. They will love, like, they miss their dad, they miss their mom. They would love to spend the weekend with you or whatever. But I really want to spend time with them. Oh my goodness. And then of course you still want to spend time with them, right? But they might just try to take the kids just because you want to spend time with them. You see, I'm just saying, these are really crude examples, right? I understand that these are really crude examples and they sound extremely manipulative, but I'm telling you, Sometimes you have to play at their level. If you don't play at their level, you might end up losing. You know, if you're not willing to play at their level, if you're not willing to play with that mindset, then you might end up losing in some way, shape, or form, because this is how they think, right? This is how they think. This is how they operate. So you want to get to the point where you're thinking and operating on your level, on their level, where you can feel like you're winning. You know, you want to win. You want to feel like you're winning. You want to feel like this is your space to be in. You know, you want to feel like you're understanding and this is how things are going to work out for you. So whatever you feel like I said, whatever you do, you have to be able to follow through on it. If you make a promise, you have to be able to deliver on it. Because if you don't, I'm just telling you, you won't be able to do it again. It won't work again. Yeah, I'm telling you, it will not work again. You get one time and out. And then, I cut this thing short. If you made it this far, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out my support groups, courses.mentalhealness.net. Yes, y'all, my Facebook is still currently hacked. Don't buy anything from that page. When I have it back, if I get it back, knocking on wood, I will let y'all know. Thank you so much. Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.